because that's what you want. You want as much glue contacting with the hair as possible. Yeah, I am definitely gonna burn through this hair tonight. Definitely. As you're applying hair like this, always try to push it into the hair that's next to it. That just helps it to blend, with the other patch of hair that you have. Alright, this is the last one on the bottom row. Then I'm going to start layering it. You can also, if you're careful to, do it like that. I prefer doing it the other way though, because it seems to get a better spread on it. But, no, you can do it this way. Once again, just make sure you tap it. Get that glue to spread throughout. Taking the glue off my fingers. Alright, so it is now time for the next row. Once again, I want this to spread out, so I'm making sure that I fan out the area that I'm going to glue down, so I can lay it down like this. Want to make sure I get enough glue down here to catch the entirety of this tip here. Then tap it in place. Out of the way, because right now I'm not airbrushing anything. Ooh, that boy getting bushy. I might just have enough to do the other side of his face. Oh, gotta brush it out first. But like I said, you can use a brush, or you can use, you know, a comb for this. Or if you really want to get fancy, you make a nail board, which is a block of wood, you know, anywhere from 15 to like 25 nails up through it, you know, pointy side up. Then you just take your crepe hair and you smack it on it and you pull it. Just like that. Just keep doing that. Once again, I'm fanning this out. Laying down the hot glue and spreading it out. For all you guys that are just hopping into my channel now, what I did first to prep the mask for all of this, is of course I went ahead and clear coated all my paint first, got that together and done. Then what I did was I used some gel coat contact cement in all the areas that I wanted to apply the hair to, in the front part of the face area. I went ahead and dabbed in the cement, and after about 15 minutes or so, I'm going behind that now with the fur and some hot glue and attaching the actual hair to it. The reason why I put the contact cement on first was it helps a lot to make the parts that I want to glue the fur to tacky. Tacky is good. You know, if I had more time and I wasn't probably, if I was not streaming this, I could have just used this by itself, but it's a long process because it takes 15 minutes for it to go through its process before you can actually start attaching stuff to it, and you have to do that on both ends. So you can just imagine me dabbing a little area there, getting some of the crepe hair, dabbing the area there, and then sitting there waiting 15-20 minutes before I can attach it, and then doing the same thing over and over again. So by me doing it this way here, it's a bit more expedient, a bit faster, you know. It's not boring you guys out. You know, but yeah, so that's why I'm doing this two-prong method of the hot glue and the contact cement. Don't need this string. If you're pressed for time and you want to buy some crepe hair, you can definitely go to eBay and buy some, but pay attention to where the seller is. If the seller is like in China or Japan, it could easily take a month for you to get your stuff, a whole month. So if you press for time, definitely try to find an American seller. That way you know, 7 to 12 days you'll have it, Sometimes maybe less. So as you can see, I'm applying the glue and I'm making sure I spread it out, cover a wide area, because I wanted to be able to catch all of the crepe hair. And I'm patting it out like this so that it gives that glue a chance to seep up through the hair to catch as much of it as possible. It won't catch it all, but this is a good way to kind of ensure that it gets a bunch of it. That way it'll stay on the sculpture here, the mask here, after I start brushing the hair out. This, I've always thought it's kind of funny just how much bigger adding a beard to any face just makes it look bigger, It's kind of interesting. So anybody going to go see The Seventh Son or Jupiter Rising this year when it come out? I think that's coming out next month. I think one's next month and one's in I think March. I know I definitely want to see both of them, because like The Seventh Son is like a good old-fashioned fantasy sword and sorcery type movie. And Jeff Bridges is a really good actor, and then Jupiter Ascending is the next film done by the Wachowski brothers, the same brothers that did the Matrix films. And from what I've seen in the trailers, that thing looks sick. So I definitely want to see that as well as soon as it comes out. Wonder if I should put a little bit of hair in the ears. That'd be kind of funny.